Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to check out the 2023 Honda CR-V LX. So this is the new base model. The EX used to be the lowest model, but now that Honda brought this back, this is the new base model. And this is actually pretty funny because due to the chip shortage and it's higher to make higher models with the blind spot, now they're making certain models without the blind spot, they just brought this guy back. And we're gonna walk around a little bit because there's some things on here that's just very interesting. So LXs will have LED daytime running lights, LED high beam, low beam, and turn signals. Speaking of LED headlights, I want to give a big shout out to Oxito. They actually sponsored today's video. I'm using their LED bulbs in my Civic, my 2009 Civic Si. And I do have a discount code for you guys if you're interested in picking up some headlights for your car. And they pretty much support all types of cars and good quality, great reviews. Like, don't even take my word for it. Research them, look up everyone's reviews. People love this brand. And so far, I have these LED bulbs in my car, and it makes my older cars just more modern. You know, like I know I've been looking at a lot of these newer cars, standard LEDs. If you have something a little bit older or you just want to upgrade your bulbs, I have the link down below. So if you want to check out their product, my discount code is KEEM15. So whenever you use KEEM15 on your checkout and you save 15%, big shout out to Oxito. Let's continue to the video. No fog lights. You see the flat grille, radars in the H, less chrome now in the eyebrow than the previous generation. And you just got some flat black plastic on the lower bumper, which should wear a lot better than gloss black. Even the grill is not even gloss black, it's a flat black as well. But still looks like the new CR-V. You could just tell that it doesn't have a few goodies. Another example of these wheels. So you actually get steel wheels with hubcaps. CR-V haven't had hubcaps in so long. So I don't know if Honda just had a bunch of these just left over and then they decided to just slap them on the LXs since they have them available. I'm not too sure. But a little bit less clouding right here on the side, the wheel well, the fender. I'm shocked you actually get an LED turn signal. That's usually more of a premium thing. But you do got that, and no privacy in the rear glass. So it's tinted, but no privacy. So it's not dark. To give you an example, I have a red one over here, and you can see how the rear is dark, and the front's not as dark. This has no privacy at all. So pretty interesting. And you come to the rear looks like a normal CR-V. You can see the spoiler up here, instead of it being body color, it's a flat black. Usually this will be body color and this will be flat black on higher trims, but the whole thing's flat black. You can see it too on the red one over there. And these are sold cars, by the way, so customers are waiting to pick their cars up. So you have the LED brake light, LED reverse light, regular bulb for the turn signal. Honda's been having this combination thing for a long time. Previous CR-V had LED turn signal, but I would assume this is cheaper to replace than the previous CR-V. And you see you have your windshield wiper, all-wheel drive badge on the bottom. The same as all-wheel drive. If you don't have that, front-wheel drive. Unless someone take the sticker off of the all-wheel drive, then now you never know. But it is a heritage thing. Rear bumper is pretty simple. Do have your dual exhaust at the bottom, because it still has the 1.5 turbocharged 4-cylinder. Here's the key for the LX. So it's still key fob, but there's no smart entry at all. So it's not like the LX Accord where you get smart entry. So you still have to hit unlock to open the door. And you can see on the door, pretty simple. You do have a nice little material here. Kind of this soft touch here. This is like a semi-soft touch up here. And then hard plastic, well, this is soft too, but hard plastic right here and hard plastic down below here. And no power seats, they're manual, driver and passenger, full manual. Here's the design of the cloth seats. Kind of a bucket style, looks pretty nice. You get in here, you have auto up down just for the driver. Passenger and rear doors you have to hold. Welcome to your CR-V. So you can see you have the 7-inch display. You have the half digital cluster here. Let's go ahead and turn on. It's still push button start. but no smart entry. So no smart entry and no remote start either. Turn off the air, we don't need that right now. Still have auto headlights, parking lights and on. Wipers on the right side. And since this side is digital, you do have the scroll wheel here, so you can go through different settings up there as well. Turn the radio off, don't need that on. No leather steering wheel, it's that poly material. Same thing like the LX Accord. Shift knob, same thing like the LX Accord as well. And even though you have a smaller 7-inch screen compared to the EXL and Sport Touring, it's still touchscreen, still have Apple CarPlay, Android Auto. Put it in reverse. Still have a backup camera. So it's just like the Accord. Since there's no moonroof, you got a lot more headroom up here. No auto dimming rear view mirror. It's an LX, it's the base model. So you're not gonna have, you know, all those goodies. At least this is still soft though. That's cool. Pretty deep in there. And there's nothing in there, no outlets or anything, just storage. Cup holders up front. Still have electronic parking brake and brake hold. You still have a sport mode for the transmission. And you do have auto stop feature, hill descent. You still get drive modes. In the Accord, you lose the drive modes. I'm looking at the wrong thing. So you have normal, you have econ, and snow. So that's cool. You still have that on the LX. No USB-C, is USB-A only. I don't think there's no USB-C in here at all. I highly doubt there's USB-Cs in the second row. We have a power outlet and a USB-A. That's interesting. And then for the climate control, it's a single zone. So you have your modes here, temperature here, and your fan speed there instead of it being dual. No heated seats. So interesting. Okay, pretty simple. And let's get to the MSRP in this guy. So this one is a 23 LX, and MSRP is 31,205. And since it's the Lunar Silver Metallic, you don't pay extra for that color with the black interior. Let's jump into the second row. Rear doors open, dang, really wide actually. Look at that, it's almost 9 degrees. So it's one thing CRV is known for. For the rear doors open pretty wide. Get in here. The back door is the same thing. Still have soft materials here. This is hard, so it's softer up front on the top of here, but hard in the back. But this is at least soft, so that's good. They give you air vents at least, and you can add. Look like you can add USB-Cs, I guess, as an accessories. So at least they give you the option to do that. With the LX Accord, you don't even get an option. You guys can see what the front looks like from here. Still have the vent design and everything. So you get the overall design and everything of the CRV. And these rear seats do recline. So look how far that reclines. Look how that's straight up and how far that reclines. So that's pretty good. So you got that guy. And then you do have cup holders with an armrest as well too, which is pretty good. So you do have that guy as well. A little light back here. And it's roomy. These seats don't move forward and back, but it's roomy back here, so that's pretty good. So you do have that. I'll show you guys the trunk.
So comes with a hubcap. Oh my goodness. It's an LX. Okay, when we have LX.
So it comes to the rear. Manual tailgate. Still has struts though, open for you. Yeah, at least have LED lights back here with a 12 volt. Little grocery hook back here. This one has a cargo tray, so it won't come with the tray. You can add this. Well, you do have carpet down here, and this floor can come up to be flush with the seats. And I've showed this in all the CRVs. The seats are no longer fully flat. It's gonna be a hump now. And look under the floor. You still get a spare tire. It's not a full size, but it's not a donut either. So it can get a little bit more miles. Tools and everything's under there. And then I'll show you guys the hump just in case you missed any of my other CRV videos. So if you drop the seats down, that's one thing too. To drop the seats down, there used to be handles on the side, and those are gone. So you have to come around to drop it that way. And then you can see the hump right there. But unless you're sleeping back here, I don't think it's gonna really, what you guys, gonna be a huge problem. The floor all the way up, you can see what it looks like. Still pretty spacious though, for what it is. For put that straight up. So that's the furthest it can be. So if you want to sit, you want your back to be straight, you can if you want to, or you can recline it. The previous CRV had one, I guess one adjustment to recline. This has 8. So pretty much have that guy now. But yeah, this is your plain Jane CRV, and this is not even the cheapest one you can get. You can get 2-wheel drive. So if you get a 2-wheel drive version, you're gonna save $1,500. So that's gonna be a lowest price CRV. I mean, this is the true meaning of an LX. It's pretty much, you get Honda sensing standard, so that's still in there. All the safety features standard, no blind spot. You still have Bluetooth, you still have backup camera, you still have Android Auto, you still have Apple CarPlay, you have auto climate control, single zone. You're mostly buying this because you need the room, you need the space, you do not care about features, and you want the fuel efficiency, you don't want a hybrid, and you want something to cost less. This is the trim to go with. Now, the problem I see with these LXs is I don't think Honda's gonna make a lot of these. So you probably should grab one now if you can, or put in an order, because for 24, who knows if they're gonna continue with the LX. Because this is kind of a last minute thing they put together, in my opinion. Because the 23s, when they came out without the LX. You guys remember when I did my EX video, that was the base model. But because of chip shortage, now they created this thing, so pretty interesting. But let's jump into the trim walk. We made it to the trim walk, and we're taking a look at the LX. And it's so funny because recently they just added the LX to the trim walk too, because the trim walk usually, you guys probably seen some of my older videos when I did the EX, EXL, there was never this LX portion over here. Now they added it. In the video, they're explaining that, oh, they're probably not going to continue with the LX. To be honest, I have no idea what Honda is going to do, because I thought that this trim level was dead, and look, it's back. So not too sure, but at least you do have a little bit more affordable CRV, I'll say, compared to an EX. I know car prices is just way higher than the past few years, but that's always been the case. You know, I'm just gonna speak for Honda when I'm talking about the pricing here. And before COVID, every year MSRP, I noticed it'll go up about like $500 to like $800, somewhere around there, like every year. So I know since the shortage and stuff happened, the MSRP went up on a CRV since it came out like 3 times already, or is it twice? Not too sure. But the LX trim level here, like I said, this is your base model. This is plain Jane. And if you compare this to a lot of like base model SUVs in this segment, this LX is still good value, because Honda, even though there's certain accessories you can add, they don't have packages. You know, like if you look at a plain Jane RAV4, a plain Jane Rogue, a plain Jane Escape, you know, a lot of the stuff that LX already have in it, you have to add as packages in those vehicles. So that's just something to kind of be mindful about. So a good example is now every CRV has Honda sensing. You know, you don't have blind spot on the LX, and there's some trim levels you can get it and get without it, but at least you have lane departure warning, frontal collision braking. I mean, it lists everything here, which is pretty cool. And that's what's really important. Anyone that's really looking at an LX you want the safety features, you want the gas mileage, you want the space, you want the ride, and that's it. You know, you want basics too. Like, you may not even care about Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, but at least Bluetooth. You know, you may not even care about that. You may not even care about backup camera. Like, LX is just for people that want a new car. Maybe your car got totaled, you gotta replace your old car, and you prefer to keep your old car. I'm just making things up. But no, yeah, this trim level is just for someone, just A to B, just an A to B vehicle, but it's a very comfortable A to B. Remote entry system, so that don't get that confused with smart entry. But power door lock, yeah, you have power windows, power locks, backup camera, touchscreen. I don't know what else you need in the LX, to be honest. But yeah, so I'm not gonna go over everything here because these are all just basic goodies. I hope me explaining everything in the video, you guys kind of got an idea already. Let's see, you get a four speaker system. I noticed on the speaker doors, there was just like 4 speakers. It was like literally a speaker on every door, and that was it. It is push button start. I don't know about where you guys live in your market, but we're getting a few of these, and we're just, to be honest, the CRV is such a hot seller. It don't even matter the trim level. Even the models we have without blind spot, some people are just, you know, they'll go ahead and buying those. You know, like everything is still getting pre-sold, so it's just an interesting time. And actually, let me show you the colors on the LX. All right, so here's all the trim levels, and Like I said before, if you go to my older videos, you used to just seeing 4 and not the LX. Now they got the LX on here, which is pretty interesting. But yeah, so if you do a 2-wheel drive, that way I just showed you guys the price. What am I doing? Okay. This is not a premium color, so you don't pay more for the Canyon River. $29.7, so just under 30 for pretty much if you get an MSRP for 2-wheel drive CRV, and then all-wheel drive at $1,500. And then the colors, I'm actually really surprised that Honda lets you get all these colors in the LX, because usually the LX don't have that much option. Usually it's black, white, silver, gray, and then some other color. But here you get Canyon River, you get black, of course, you get silver, of course, you get the Meteorite, the gray, you get white, Radiant Red, which is interesting. I'm surprised you get Steel 9 Pro in LX, and the Urban Gray. Usually I would have thought that that's reserved for higher trims, but the way how everything has been, it's just pretty interesting. And you get the steel wheels with covers, which is interesting. I can't remember the last time an LX, a CRV had hubcaps on it, but that's what Honda decided to do. $1,800. Well, this is not really the price. Your dealership may have markup on the accessories, so you, and then also this doesn't include like labor, shipping, and all that good stuff as well. But you can add wheels to it too. Oh, those are 18s. Pretty interesting. The black 18s don't look that big because they're black. They blend in with the tires. But that's pretty interesting. And then I'm assuming you can do, okay, so you can do your utility package. That's pretty cool. Side steps. I don't really like the side steps on the CRV. They work, but I feel like they could come out a little bit more. But that's just my opinion. But they have the HPD. Wow, the HPD look nice. Let me take off the utility package. Oh, it actually come with a hitch too. HPD looked pretty nice on the LX. I hope I answered, or if you guys are kind of interested in the LX and your dealership don't have one yet, at least I could show what it looks like and what it has. So when the salesperson is going over the features, you could be like, oh, I watched Shakim's video. I already know what's in this thing. I'm just playing, but I'm just looking through some of the stuff. With deflectors, the interior. Actually, let's go to electronics. Oh, you can add parking sensors. Is it front and back or just the back? While backing up for, okay, I think it's just for the rear. No, I'm showing the front too. I think it's for the front and rear. Oh, so you have to add a backup sensor too. Okay, that's cool. I mean, the picture is showing a front, so, oh yeah, front and rear. It's right here, duh. If you read, guys, you shall succeed. But let's see the interior. I just wanted to see if you can add the, I don't see the rear USBs on here. So you can add a heated steering wheel. I don't see the rear USBs. Interesting. I might have to look into that. But that's the LX. Drop a comment. Tell me what you guys think. Do you hate it? Do you love it? Is it too stripped down? Do you think they took away too many features? Do you think it's too expensive? Drop a comment below. I like to read what you guys think and all your opinions and stuff. But I will end everything here. Thank you guys for watching. And the next video, actually got something nice for you guys. So the next car we're gonna do, make sure you stay tuned for that. I'll catch you guys in the next video.